Multi-12 color God replace. Brown skin all the way from your feet to your head. You know that God bless you since you got out of bed. Send a text on your shoulder, I hope you break a leg. Cause we got brown skin girls in a color God. She look picture perfect like the center of a... What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back here. For those of you guys who are new, my name is Erica and this is Color God with Plus. For those of you guys who are returning, first off, so sorry that I have not been on here, but your girl's back now. Thank you guys for being loyal. As always, you already know God is gonna bless you. If you are new coming over here, just take a moment, go look at that like and subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that. If you wanna feeling a little frisky, go ahead and, you know, hit that bell as well so you can know every time I post a video, period. But yeah, so I'm back. It's a morning. Today is what, Wednesday, and I'm about to just sit here and do my makeup really fast. I'm about to go to work. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, but I just wanted to do a quick little get ready with me, but also just so you guys can see my makeup. All right, let's get into it. I got so many things to share for today, so it's gonna be good. So here we go. Y'all, when I tell you it took me so long to set up everything for today, like my camera to this mirror, like just because I have to do my makeup. So I wanted to make sure that I can have a mirror, but then also be able to look at the camera. Look, I got a mirror right there too. But yeah, so hopefully everything, you guys can hear me and all the other good stuff. So I have a lot of little brushes here, but look y'all, my favorite ones have to be these little mermaid brushes. I think these are just so cute. Look at this. I'm coming. Look at these. Oh, I'm ashy. Don't look at my hands. Don't judge me, judge your mom, okay? Look at this. Look how cute these are. So cute. They're makeup brushes. I think these are the most adorable things ever. And they're actually really good. I think they were like $10 and they're really good. I'm gonna use these today. I also have so many other brushes because you never know. You never know. Some of them that you see is still in a pack. You never know. You never know. So today, my eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is from Tarte. I love Tarte. I have dark skin, as you can see, chocolate. But no, seriously, so sometimes it's kind of hard for me to find certain makeups that actually like work and actually show up. I'm gonna also give you guys a little tip for that as well. But yeah, Tarte, like it doesn't even matter if I don't wear a primer, this stuff shows up regardless. Like this is like such a good palette. As you see, I use it a lot. You can start to see the little holes in them. But yeah, I love this palette, literally like my favorite palette. I also use Born This Way from Too Faced for my foundation and for my concealer, but I also have this Sephora foundation, liquid foundation that I've been using as well. But yeah, Born This Way, literally from Too Faced, the foundation and the contour, they're both really good. I like them. So we'll see. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna try to put on my lashes today, but look, these lashes will literally take me an hour, like the whole freaking video, because I'm not a pro yet where I could just put them Johns on and then they just bam, beautiful. No, I be having like eyeshadow all over my hands. It be literally taking me like 10 years. Like it's bad. Y'all don't pay attention to my nails either. I need to get my nails done. Sis is going through it right now, but it's okay. I'm gonna get right. Like I like wearing shirts like this, but it's just like it don't never actually stay down. But I mean, it's okay. So it's gonna probably pull up while we're doing this video, but what can we do? So yeah, in the spirit of show season, shout out to all the color guards out there competing this weekend. I know the two color guards that I teach, Unionville and Cab Calloway, we have our first show this Saturday at Pinecrest. So if you're not, you know, busy, whatever the case may be, and you're in an area, feel free to pop out, show up, show some support.
Then I also have another competition with Amp World. So that is gonna be, it's just gonna be a long day on Saturday. I'll record so I can bring you guys along to my busy day. But yeah, in the spirit of marching band season being over, but you know, we can still use these tips for marching band, but indoor really being here so that, you know, you're now very up close and personal. I really just wanted to get another like makeup video out there just to kind of like help out some of our fellow people who need a little bit of assistance when it comes to doing makeup for us chocolate gals inside the color guard. Yeah, and I feel like it's also very fitting to do this video right now because you wanna know why? It's Black History Month. Gang. Black is beautiful. Happy Black History Month to everyone, yes, specifically to all the states that celebrate it, because it's crazy that there's some states out there who don't celebrate. You need to get hip. However, happy Black History Month to everybody out there. It's our time to shine. Black excellence, period. Okay, as you can see, I'm excited because yeah, there's a lot of, you know, people before me that have paved the path for me to be able to get here, for me to be able to even have this platform to even share with you guys. So yeah, Black History Month is that time. It's that time. But yeah, you know, I just feel like it's very fitting for me to go ahead and do a quick video on my makeup because I do my makeup I was about to lie to y'all and say I do my makeup every morning. No, that's not true. I just got this little crown braid and I feel like because I don't have anything that's any hair on my face, I should do my face so I can actually look like something. So yeah, I do not do my hair and makeup every day. Okay, y'all, so let's get into it. Cool. So first off, when it comes to doing show makeup or anything like that, you never want to have anybody feel like you have to make a change because of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we can't do this hairstyle because it's not gonna fit your hair, or we can't do this makeup because it may not show up on you. You never want to do that. First off, whenever you, as instructors, staff, whatever the case may be, when you're looking for makeup ideas and stuff for your color guard, make sure you come up with options. And I'm saying, like, if you're gonna do a Pinterest board, this is what I do. I normally get a Pinterest board and I'm like typing in what I want or whatever, but you wanna know something? As I'm putting things into that board, I try to find the exact same, like if I'm trying to do a smoky eye, the exact same smoky eye, whether on a black girl, on a white girl, on a Chinese girl, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm trying to make sure that I'm able to see a variety of what it looks like, because I never want to see him be like, oh, you know what? I want to do a hot pink eyeshadow, but then I see it on someone and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Let's make that decision before we even bring it to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's sit here and play around with those skin tones through the Pinterest board. Pinterest got everything before we even make it to the kids. Because like I said, you never want to make the kids feel like, oh my goodness, like something's wrong with my skin. This shark just couldn't find the eyeshadow. Like, you never want to do that. Okay. Also, here's another little tip. If you want to do whatever, if you want to just pick a picture and just be like, you know what, bam, this is the makeup that we're going to be doing. Y'all go out, y'all find a little, this is the eyeshadow that we're going to be using, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I personally don't agree with saying like, here, this is the eyeshadow that you have to use. Make sure you go use this. No, I feel like it's like, it should be, this is the eyeshadow that I would like for you to use. However, if you can find something that is as similar to this as possible, that would be fine. Because at the end of the day, that eyeshadow that you may want may not actually show up in that same color the same way on every single person. So to say, oh, hey, let's try to get something that kind of looks similar to that, that's kind of like another, like a better approach to the situation. Also, something that is very, very good and very, very relevant, primer. This is literally just like NYX, the NYX, like little primer. But when I tell you, like, I joined Amp World Guard. Well, back then when I joined, it was only Amp Open. I joined them in 2017, okay? And that's the blue show. I don't know if anybody remembers us when we did a little blue show. I Carry Your Heart, cool. It was a good show. Tears, shout out to all my 2017 performers in that show. I miss y'all, love y'all. But anyways, I bought this back in that season, 2017. I still use it. And it's still so much left in here. The quality is still good. Like, it's literally lasts me for all these years. And you may say, oh my God, maybe she don't put makeup on. No. Since then, I've marched in multiple color guards, you know what I'm saying? Where I had to sit here and use primer and stuff like that. Specifically when I'm marching outside, doing anything outside, because it's like they can see it from far away. Cool. So the thing that I love about this is that literally this is an eyeshadow base, and you put this on first before you even do anything with your eyeshadow. And literally, no matter what color you're using, the purpose of this is to have it show up on you differently. So if I sit here and I like that color or that particular makeup style that you may want your kids to use or whatnot, like I said, it may not show good on me, but if I sit here and put this primer, I may have a little bit better chance of having this show up a little bit more than what I would if I didn't have any primer at all. Or like I said, you can also just make sure you spend a little dollar to get some eyeshadow that actually like shows up on your skin. Some eyeshadow, like, I got this little eyeshadow, I think it says like Wet Seal or something like that. I only use it for the little brown thingy in the middle, but ultimately it's like, it's not really that great. It's like a little thing. I got it from like the Dollar Tree like a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? So when I put this on my eyes, it doesn't really show up. Even if it's like, it's just bad, it just doesn't really show up. I don't know, words are hard, but yeah, so I spent $1 on it, but I got what my money, was worth, you know what I'm saying? I got my money's worth out of it. But when I sit here and I use Tarte, that it comes on, period, and I get my money's worth. So just a little tip, like make sure that, from us dark skinned girls, make sure that you suggest for them to get eye primer, but also, just in a way that's very nice and subtle. Not, hey, you need eye primer because this eyeshadow ain't gonna show up on you. No, just, hey, like I want this, this eye makeup for everybody, and if you need to use some type of eye primer to make sure that it like shows up a little bit more, like please just make sure that happens so that all of us can try to look similar. The point of us, performing as a unit and everything like that, is for us to be in unison. Yeah, so even when makeup, that still applies, period. So yeah. So the first thing that I do is I always start off with my eyes. It really normally takes me like, because I've been doing eyeshadow and like makeup and stuff like that for Color Guard for so long, it literally takes me like 20 minutes to sit here and do my whole face. And people be like, oh my God, are you serious? And I'm like, yes. And that's 20 minutes without my eyelashes, because the eyelashes literally sometimes be taking 30 years just in itself. But because when I marched like DCI, Jump Corps, or anything like that, we literally would have like an hour and a half to sit here at EPO. And that's like eat, pack, load. That's you eating lunch, showering, packing up all of your stuff, putting a uniform on, getting your hair done, literally getting your whole face and makeup, everything like that in that little bit of time. Literally the first 30 minutes already, you sitting here packing up and everything like that, trying to eat and everything. Like, it's just so fast paced, you don't really have a lot of time. So because of all that, Color Guard literally taught me a lot, time management. But because of all of that, you just gotta learn how to do some fast paced but still look good, because you're not trying to go out and perform looking like trash bag, period. You wanna go out and look like, oh, okay, I'm here, I've arrived, I'm the baddest, boom, cool. All right, so let's get a little quick before, so we can do a little quick before and after. Before, this is me, natural. My looks a little crusty, but this is me. All right, cool. So now, like I said, let's sit here and do some makeup. All right, so I don't know why I just blew this. I'm just using a regular eyeliner, got it from the hair store, period, cool. So yeah, I like to go ahead and do my eyes first. What I find is funny is that sometimes when I'm like doing my makeup, I make like weird faces. Like I'm sitting here as I'm doing my eyeliner, but it's okay. This is always a method to the madness, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm very excited for this weekend show. I can't wait. My kids are actually doing a pre-trial hair and makeup little thingy on Thursday. So I just put my eyeliner on. A little hair and makeup thingy on Thursday just to see if everybody is going to look right that's another good idea. Like before the show, just so that you're not yelling at anybody on the day of the show, I would just try to do a quick little trial run. Like say like, hey, can we all come to practice? Like after you talking about the hair and makeup that you want, you say like, hey, can we all come to practice with our hair and our makeup all done, so that I can sit here and let you know if you need a little bit more, a little bit less, you know, whatever the case may be. Just so that they can have some time. They see the picture, they can go home and be like, oh, okay, like I've now played with this a little bit. I can kind of see what they want. Cool. I think this is all right for me. So like, you know, just working it like that, just so that the day of the show is a little bit less stressful, because yeah. So yeah, so I just put my eyeliner on. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put on this eyeshadow base, and AKA primer. Literally, all I do is dip my hand in here, and honestly, this is even too much. I don't know if you guys can really see, but this is even too much. So I'm like gonna do a little scrapey scrape just so that it was, because it literally, like, it sticks on you, like, period. Like, so much. So I'm literally just gonna do like a few little swoops, like just right over where my eyelid is, where I would actually put the eyeshadow on. And it may get on other parts of your face or whatnot, but it's okay. That's why I do my eyeshadow. See, look, I just got something here. But that's why I do my eyeshadow first, like on my eyes first, just because if there is any extra makeup that happens to like fall anywhere, but I should actually have a towel over my clothes because I'm about to see her go to work. But if there is any extra makeup that like falls anywhere, it doesn't really matter, because you're gonna have your eyeshadow and your contour on top of it, so it's not gonna really, like, you're not gonna see it. But I do still like to clean it up, just because I don't like to have anything that's like underneath it or any of that good stuff. Cool. So literally, like, you see that one finger literally just did both eyes, and it's like you don't need to have it all the way up here, because that's for one. I hate seeing people with makeup eyeshadow all the way up here. You don't need all that, okay? Your whole lid is not all, like, we don't need to do all that, all right? But literally, like, just on my top lid, some of us have more space between our eyebrows and our eyes than others. As you see, I have a lot. Like, I have my eyebrows is like real up. I need to get my eyebrows done because they are really wild right now, but don't judge me, judge your mom. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and start my eyeshadow. Literally, when I tell you, I think the reason why I do it so fast is because I do it so simple. Like, I'm letting you guys know right now, I am not no makeup artist, so don't sit here and be like, oh, Erica, you're actually supposed to do this first, you're actually supposed to do that. I'm not judging you, so don't judge me, okay? This is the process of how I put on my makeup. It is not, like I said, it is not law. It is not, this is what you're supposed to do. No, it's not any of that. This is just some tips and suggestions because it works for me. I get a lot of compliments, and I'm like, hey, cool. I always like to find the easy way in things, you know, work smarter, not harder. So what I like to do is whatever color, if I'm doing a smoky eye, I normally like to use like 3 colors. So whatever color that I'm using first, the lighter color I always put towards the inside of my eyelid. And then the other color that I kind of really want to like stand out and pop, I'll put in the middle, and then I'll always put the black just a little bit right on the end. So then, and it's literally like I just do like 3 little like 3 little spots, patches on my eyes. So it literally looks like it's 3 different colors on both sides. After that, I just go back and I sit here and just like blend it in, just so that it's not as just like, oh, boom, there's a patch. Blending, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get right into it right now. It's so crazy. I love this because it has little sayings on it. It has like spin, inspiration, art deco, artists, like and that's all of their little like brands. They all have a different like name. It's just great. So today I'm gonna be using Spin, which is disrespectful. Spin, which is this little gold right here, and then I'm also going to be using Mic Drop, and I'm going to be using this for my highlight as well, and that is this brownish copper gold right here. Cool. And then of course I'm gonna be using this little black that you see I clearly use all the time because I love me a smoky eye, and that's called ink. You get it? I thought that was cool because it's like ink, you know, like right, ink, and not just like a red ink, blue ink. No, I'm talking about like back in the olden days, ink, like, you know, your little dip. Cool. All right, you know, whatever. All right, all right, all right, all right. Sorry, y'all know I'm crazy. First off, I can't find the brush that I really want to use. That's me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, start with the inside of my eye. And when I'm doing eyeshadow in the beginning, like when I'm like just applying it, all I do is just tap it. I don't even like brush or anything like that. All I do is just tap it just to get all of the eyeshadow from off the brush into onto my eye. Of course, you may have some little errors here and there, but ultimately, it's okay. It's makeup. Yeah, you want to make sure, just some like extra little tips or whatever, when you are sitting here and you are going out to the stores to go shopping for whatever makeup you do, something that really helped me is I went to like Sephora and I went to Ulta, and I basically like had one of the people in there do my face, and I just wanted to see what type of foundations they would use, what type of thing, like, you know, just get some little inspiration. I did this like back when I was in high school when I first joined Color Guard, just to try to see like what exactly I needed, like to help my skin, but also to make me look like how I'm thinking and I look in my head. You know, that whole little expectation versus reality type of thing. Like, I really try to do that just so I can really be like, oh, okay, like this is how this real makeup artist does this. This is what they would use. So when I actually went there, I think it was to Ulta, they are actually people who recommended this, and I've used it ever since. Like, it's so good for my skin. I'm sure that there's some other foundation out there that's probably even better, but it works for me. And if you find something that works for you, then go ahead and use it. You know what I'm saying? But you really just want to make sure that whatever foundation that you do use or whatever, it's matching your skin color, like up to a T, because you don't want anything that's like, you could literally like, you know how sometimes you see people's makeup and you can like see the little difference, and it's like, sis, you ain't see that in the mirror? Like, and that's another thing when it comes to blending, like, and we're gonna get into that when I'm like starting to actually blend my face or whatever. But yeah, blending it's important, friends. It's very important. And it's like people just be acting like, oh, I don't need to blend. You do, sis, you do. You do. So yeah, I'm literally just sitting here putting this brown copper on my face. Cool. I really like to sit here and do my makeup, but I just don't have the time to do it every single day. I honestly really applaud people who can do their makeup every single day, because that is not I. That is not I at all. You guys can't really see it as much, but I do have like the two different ones, and then I'm gonna have the black on the edges. Yes. So yeah, you always just want to make sure that whenever you're doing makeup and everything for your kids, like, just make sure that whatever you're doing, like I said, you don't make anybody feel uncomfortable. It's just like, you know, there's a lot of the guards, when I first started guard, and it's just because back in the day we weren't as like open with the world and everything like how we are right now, and understanding the pandemic, I definitely think had a like help in that and whatnot. But when I first joined Color Guard, it was not like that. It was very much like, this is what I want, figure it out. This is the hairstyle that I want, figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if they didn't like how it looked on you, then it was like an issue. It was like they made you feel like that was the problem. And that was like that since I first joined Color Guard. Literally in every Color Guard that I joined. Every Color Guard that I was ever in, I think I've always had some type of issue when it came to hair and makeup and everything like that. And it's just like, I look back at it right now, and it's just because people were not educated on what it was supposed to look like, or, you know, how they were supposed to talk to kids in regards to that aspect. You know, a lot of things in this world is a lot more open now. It's a lot more like, you know, people are a lot more sensitive and, you know, really like, you know, with the pronouns and just everything, like just really accepting that, you know, we are here as Black people, we are here, you know what I'm saying, especially in this marching arts activity, we are here. So let's sit here and start to get things that's like, you know, equality, you know, like I see the McCormick's, like we got the gloves now, you know, or a wish come true with the body tights, like, you know what I'm saying, like where we all actually are now seeing like the different shades and everything. Like that wasn't there when I first joined Color Guard. When I first joined Color Guard, there was either two colors. You had tan gloves or you had black gloves. Period. When I first joined Color Guard, there was just one body type. I was literally wearing nude body types. Like, I'm clearly not nude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the point of the body type, so, you know, not only to help squeeze everything in, but also to sit here and, you know, to kind of like, you know, block your skin from showing out or anything like that. Like some of my kids wanted to wear crop tops to our preview show. I'm like, yeah, that's fine as long as you have a body type that matches your skin complexion, you know, so you can't really tell that's like your stomach that's really out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was wearing a freaking blonde one, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not blonde, I said it because of hair. But I was wearing like a tan body type, you know what I'm saying? And so many of the color guards that they had me do that in. And it's like, that's not my color. Now they literally have like mocha body types. You know what I'm saying? Where it like looks like your skin color. Like it actually is serving the purpose that it's actually supposed to serve. So I appreciate the fact that the marching band, you know, world, the marching arts world, it's definitely starting to wake up a little bit. It's just unfortunate that, you know, it didn't happen a little bit sooner, but ultimately, you know, it's also just a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? We live, we learn, and it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. I do think that we are taking the right steps in the right direction to sit here and have the change that we do need, you know, like, you know, just like I said, with the McCormick gloves or with the body types. It seems so simple. It seems like something like you really hype about gloves, but it's like, yeah, because the fact that there's people and companies that are doing that, it's just showing that, okay, people are starting to wake up. People are starting to see like, hey, I can't keep putting the same thing on everybody because clearly it don't look good on everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you think or what you thought is something is supposed to look like, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. So we are definitely opening up our eyes a lot more in this marching arts activity. However, we definitely still have a long way to go. But it starts off with the little things, you know, gloves, body types, making sure that everybody's comfortable with their makeup, everybody's comfortable with their hair. Like, those are the little things. And then, you know, I feel like everything else is going to continue to follow after that. If it's the kids see that you have so much care and the fact that you're like really doing research on hair and really doing research on makeup and everything so that they can see, you know what I'm saying? Like, see that you're not trying to pick anybody out or anything like that. They're gonna feel that. And in return, the way they treat certain people of color or certain people, like just any races or anything like that, or how they treat you as a staff member, that's gonna change. It's gonna be like, oh, you know what? We really respect people who actually like care. Like when I bought the McCormick gloves to my color guards, when I tell you this year, they were so excited because they just never had anything like that. They never were able to sit here and be like, oh, like this matches my skin complexion. Let me use this. Like, oh, this is so cool. Like, there was just so much positive feedback. And I was like, yes, this is what we need. This is what starts change. And I teach high schoolers, you know, I'm like, this is how it's going to start. This is how when we go up and do them DCIs and do them independent world guards, like, you know, they're going to learn. They're like getting all this stuff from us high school instructors. Like, this is where they learn of how to sit here and go out into the world and like to be that adult or whatever the case may be. So if we're sitting here showing them that there's only one way to look and only one makeup to use and one type of hairstyle, one type of hairspray, then it's like, that's not giving them a good look. That's not giving them a good outlook on how life really is in a real world. Instead of giving them options like, hey, there's options of different type of makeups that you can use that will still sit here and give you that same look as everybody else. There's different options of hairstyles that you can use that still give you that look as everybody else, you know? So yeah, it's a roller coaster, but I definitely think that, like I said, we have definitely come a long way. Okay, so I got my 3 colors on here. Now I'm just about to sit here and I need to hurry up. That's what I need to do because definitely got work soon. But now I'm about to sit here and just go ahead and brush it around. So now I actually sit here and blend everything in to make it, you know, not as blotchy. I normally start with bringing the black up to the front first just to darken it up a little bit so I'm not too bright. That's just like how I start mine. But I also sometimes, if I do need a little bit more, like if I need to go back to be like, oh dang, I needed a little bit more gold or I need a little bit more in this little area, I do just get the blending brush and then just dabble it with that instead of sitting here and putting a whole lot on it or whatnot. So yeah, right now, like I said, I'm just blending it in, The hardest part sometimes is making everything even. For the most part, I think I am pretty good at making my eyes even color. Sometimes I gotta like step back and be like, is it even? just a little slight, some slight. If I was doing a color guard show, that's not, you know, I would just make sure that the eyeshadow that I am having on is very, like it's definitely not packed on there, but it's on there because you want to make sure that the close people can see you, but also the people that's far away. Because ultimately when you're performing to look up, you know, so if not everybody can see at that like height, distance, or whatever the case may be, like you're gonna let them know that you're here, you know what I'm saying? And you can do that with your face, with your makeup. So yeah, I just have to put a little bit more dark here. I don't know, I just always like the look of going from bright to dark. Like, I don't know, I just love the smoky eye look because of that. So yeah, blending, please just make sure that you blend good. As you see, I got all this extra little eyeshadow and everything on me, but it's okay because, like I said before, you're gonna have the eyeshadow on, I'm sorry, your foundation and everything on there, so it's gonna be okay. So here you have it. I have I don't know if you can see, my version of a smoky eye. So you can see the gold that's on me, you can see the black that's clearly on me. Cool. So when you now sit here and you move on to putting your foundation and everything else up, it's like, it should, if you did it right, it should sit here and kind of like continue to brighten up your eyes and everything, even like your contour and everything. It should brighten up your eyes so you can see it a little bit more, but we're gonna see if that actually happens. I kind of just like to clean up as I go. I think that's also why it helps me out with my time management, because I just like to clean as I go so I don't have to sit here and be here for 10 years. Yeah, I need to get my eyebrows done. So ideally I would do my eyebrows next, but I don't have time for all that. I do have like a natural arch in my eyebrows, so I just kind of like do a little extra little combing process in the beginning, and then with my contour just kind of like fix it at the end. But yeah, nothing too extra, not fancy smanchy. Y'all, I'm gonna try to sit here and put my eyelashes on real fast, but we gonna see. Let's see how this goes. Y'all my witnesses. I normally would use tweezers, but I do not know where my tweezers are. Oh, found them. I was about to say, you know, like when you're doing your makeup, make sure that you have everything, because ain't nothing more annoying than sitting here and trying to do a whole beat face and then sitting here and be like, oh my God, I can't find this. I don't have this. Got my little tweezers. I think they from like Revlon or something. So I got my eyelashes. Cool. We gonna see how this happen. We gonna see. I don't really have a particular glue that I use right now. This is just like Kiss. I literally probably got this from like the hair store or something. If anybody has any recommendations on any good eyelash glue, please let me know, because I feel like I can't find any good ones. Some people use like, you know, regular makeup. I'm sorry, not makeup, regular, what is it? Hair glue, like the black glue. And I don't know, those just like pulled out my eyelashes too many times. So I was just like, maybe you should stop using that. Maybe that's not really a good idea. So if anybody has any recommendations on, you know, some good eyelash glue, please help us out, okay? Because it's not really giving what it's supposed to give when I do it. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not really good at this at all when it comes to me doing my lashes. Every time I march, especially in like AMP, shout out to the clients, Olivia and Sydney clients. They always did my eyelashes. I appreciate them. And what I should have done is sat here and got a tutorial on how they did it. But instead I just went, hey, can y'all help me? And they just do it for me. So here we go. I tried to sit here and apply them. I tried to just put them Jones right on, y'all. I try to go right to the center, put it down. Then I try to just do a little pressy press. You see? Look at that, already the little spacing right there. Oh my God, it's just so bad. Oh goodness. Yeah, so moral of the story when it comes to lashes, I'm not good at that. So I'm not even about to sit here and try to give y'all a whole tutorial on, hey, this is how you do the lash, this is how you do this. Because y'all, I be having problems. Yeah, so literally, I don't even, like, when you do your lashes, just make sure that they do match. There's been so many times where I've put on lashes and they're not in like the actual box already. They're just in my makeup bag and I got on 2 different kinds. Ghetto. The ghetto. So yeah, sometimes you just like gotta like hold it down a little bit. All right, y'all. I mean, they on here. They ain't perfect, but they on here. So that's my thing. See, I'm so lazy. As soon as one of them get on there, I'm like, I ain't doing that again. That's it. If it's cricket, it's gonna be cricket today. Okay. Period. If it's sitting here and it's falling off, it's like, no, I'm just kidding. If it's falling off, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't trying to look ghetto. And also, I don't like when you can like visibly see that there's a big space in between your eyelash and your thing. Like, all right, I'll take it off for them. Some things, it's like, all right, Erica, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ghetto do you really want to look? You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna be that ghetto. I ain't gonna be that ghetto. However, it do be annoying. It do be annoying. So let me try to do this real fast. Do this part, so we'll see. Wish me luck. All right, y'all. So I got my lashes on. I ain't gonna sit here and do that too much because I'm gonna sit here and blink them Jones off. Have them Jones flap away. Yes, I didn't really start wearing, what am I trying to say? Eyelashes until I got to AMP. Definitely the smartest decision ever. AMP, they definitely make sure that we go out there looking the part. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb, period. That's one thing about AMP. We gonna make sure that before we go out there, we look like something on our face, okay? Even if it's just the all blacks or whatever, we gonna make sure our face is looking good. But definitely sit here and do these eyelashes. Like I said, I didn't do that before because it was, I don't know, I guess just my other color guys just never did. But I just feel like it makes your eyes stand out even more, so do that. So now I'm about to sit here and, like I said, and put on my foundation. Now that I got my eyes done, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my foundation. The rest of this part is normally like pretty easy. So see, I got all this extra stuff right here. Like I said before, don't even worry about it. It is going to get off as soon as you sit here and do your foundation. You want to make sure that you are doing your, see, the light that I'm in isn't even 100% good, but you always just want to make sure that you're doing your foundation in a light that, oh, it makes me like a crackhead. My daggone lips turn white. You want to make sure you're doing your foundation in a lighting that is very good so that you can make sure that you are matching your skin tones. Also, you want to make sure that as you're putting your foundation on that you take it all the way to your neck, all the way down. I literally go all the way down just so that I don't have anybody say, oh, girl, do you know that you are a difference between this and that? Girl, no, I'm not. Mind your business. You feel me? Like, you don't want anybody to ever try to point you out for not having your makeup up to par. Because it's like, if you can't do it, just don't do it. Or just get somebody to help you. But, all right. Here we have it. This is my, got my, what is this? Foundation on. Again, Too Faced, Born This Way. Cool. The next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put on some concealer, also known as contour. So I put some on my chin, put some around my little mustache. I did not mean to make it look like that, but it is okay. I put some down my nose. This is like basically, you know, the places that are gonna give you that extra like highlight in your face. You feel me? I'm sure there's an actual way and an actual like word for like doing this or whatever, but like the real reason as to why you're supposed to contour, but this is how I do it. And I always like doing it because sometimes I just feel like, you know, I'm calling in my inner ancestors, like, come on in, I am here, all of my tribal warriors, I am here, I am strong, I am powerful, I am independent, I am ready to face the world. That's what I feel like when I'm wearing all this. Do y'all not feel like you so empowered? I don't know, maybe it's just me. So yeah, I do put my contour and then I just go in and start to blend. Here we go. So as you can see, all right, so foundation's on, concealer on, eyes on. Look at all that. Check. Oh, busting up my check. I'm just kidding. I can never just sit here and take life seriously. So now I'm gonna do my mic drop highlight. I already have some high cheekbones, so it's very easy for me to know where I put my highlight at. But just make sure that you don't have it all the way down here. Some people be having their whole cheek highlight. You don't want to do that. I know that when I was like back in the day, they used to just like put some blush on and you just put some blush on. No, that don't really blush for, I guess, us dark skinned girls. The same thing as highlight. So we're gonna put some highlight on, and like I said, you just wanna make sure that it's kind of just going on your cheekbones and then just kind of going like kind of up right at an angle from your cheekbone. I just like to tap it first, especially with these little spongy things. They help out a lot. So yeah, like I said, I just go ahead and tap it, and at first it just looks like, oh my God, it's a whole lot. It's like, boom, look like a clown. But yeah, all you gotta do is keep on tapping. Just keep tapping, and just get it all in. And this is just so, you know, give your face a little bit of extra pizzazz or whatever. To really have your face pop out. When you go outside, you should be shining bright like a diamond, like Rihanna. Oh my gosh, shout out to Rihanna, she's pregnant. A$AP Rocky's baby. So yeah, you see how I went from you visibly seeing the two circles to it now like being blended and it just literally looking like a highlight. So as you see, I'm staying like on my cheek and then I'm just going up instead of like going down anywhere. Like you can kind of see that it's like a kind of line here. And that's like, you know, just trying to make my cheeks look a little bit more. Yeah, that's another thing you could do. You just with your cheeks and just go up the ladder. I do like the highlight much better than blush. So for all my dark skinned people I just suggest you to go ahead and use blush instead of using any type of like, I suggest you use highlight instead of using any type of like blush. Like go ahead and put on some pink blush to make it, no, I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, so here you have it. I have my little face beat. This is just like a little natural beat for me, something simple. I didn't want to sit here and go too crazy with it, but yeah. So primer, very, very important. Finding the right foundation for your skin, very, very important. Highlights, eyelashes, contour. Those are some things that are very, very important when you are doing makeup for the real world, but definitely for color guard. You want to make sure that you can see your eyes, you can see your face, like your face is beat to the gods before you sit here and you go out and perform, because you never know where that performance is going to lead you. You never know who's recording, you know, so you always just want to make sure that you are there looking up to par. Yeah, so in regards to, just going out and giving suggestions to your teammates and everything like that, to the kids that you teach, like I said before, just make sure it's when you are sitting here picking out hairstyles and makeup styles or whatever the case may be. I'll do a little makeup tutorial one day, but when you're doing your makeup, I will do a hair tutorial one day, but when you're doing your makeup and you're trying to figure out what you want your makeup to be for the show, like I said, make sure you have everybody in mind as you're sitting here and you're thinking about that. Make sure that you have everybody's skin complexion. Think about the guard that you have. Think about the people that you have in your color guard that may not be able to wear makeup. You make sure that you have that conversation, because some people's skin isn't good when it comes to that, so you have to have that alternatives and not making it seem like, oh, it's a problem, like just always making sure that everybody feels included so that you don't have any issues when it comes to anybody like feeling left out or feeling like less than, or feeling like, oh, there's a problem with their skin color because they can't do this makeup the right way. You never want to do that. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's makeup at all the shows this year. So good luck, y'all. Good luck. I can't wait to see. Please, 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 let's just make sure that we are having some unity. And like I said, if you don't know, do your education. If you don't know, share this video. Watch this video multiple times. I said a lot of things in this video. I feel like I had a lot of good tips that can help you out with teaching your kids and just help out us dark-skinned girls out there in general. Primer is your best friend, period. Primer is your best friend. If nobody ever told you today, you are beautiful. My black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. We are all beautiful. Happy Black History Month. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel today. Please make sure that you go ahead and you subscribe. As always, see you guys back soon on Color Guard with Bliss. Color Guard with Bliss. See you guys.